out of your comfort zone and do all this shit. But it should not change you, or hate should never be the factor in whatever you do. 2017. What will happen in 2017? I'll let you know, but let's ask first Joel. Joel, tell me what happened with you in 2017.
2017 has hit my voice.
I'm not getting you.
Has taken my voice.
So 31st December was the day when your Joel lost your voice. Rest in peace, Joel's voice.
It will come back soon though. It will come back soon. Let it not rest in peace, man. It will come back soon.
It will come back. It will come back. So yeah,
definitely I can't talk to strangers today. I came with hope I'll talk to some strangers. But now since my voice is gone, I'll have to wait for some more days.
it's all right. What's up, guys? 2017 has ended. 2018 has just started beginning, 3rd of the January and all that bullshit. I'll not bother you with all the New Year resolution shit and whatnot. Okay, come on, let's make this year better and all that shit. It's not up to me, it's all up to you, entirely up to you. But I'd like to tell you one thing, and only one thing, is that if you want to change your life, if you want to do something better for yourself, don't wait for any kind of New Year or bad experience or heartbreak. Even though hate can be a boost to get you where you want to, but it takes bits and pieces of you every single time you do something which is not you. And I know everyone say go out of your comfort zone and do some shit and all that stuff. Is completely fine, and I am good with that. You have to do it. Go out of your comfort zone and do all this shit. But it should not change you, or hate should never be the factor in whatever you do. Because I know what hate does to a man. It turns into something you're not. That's because fuck it, let me be brutally honest with you. I did many things in 2017 which was purely related to hate, because I wanted to get something out of someone, or all that stuff. One more important thing was that I was diagnosed with tuberculosis in 2015, in September 2015, and till next year of September 2016 I was still under the medication, going on and on and on. I had nothing to do with my life. At that point of time, I got to take a closer look at myself, what kind of a human I am, what can I do to make myself better. So cut to the chase, I went on. Still I was doing shows, because I love music. I'm a musician, and I am an entertainer. If you have ever seen me on stage, you'll see I'm just running around here and there with my bass and making farting noise or farting jokes or anything like that. That's just me. That's in my nature. I do all this kind of fucking crazy stuff just to make you all laugh. And it's kind of a defense mechanism as well. When when I'm disturbed or something, when I'm sad or when I'm depressed, it's like a defense mechanism. I go out, have fun, all that stuff. But yeah, coming back to the New Year's resolution and all the shit, you should not have that, because I personally believe, because it's not in someone's hand to tell you what you want to do. You're not good for this and all that bullshit. All the accusation they give out, let them fucking give out. It's nothing that you can do about it. but don't late don't let hate come inside you, and don't become a person who you are not. All right, you might have done some bad things to people, you know, whatever that is. It's time to forgive yourself, and even if you are going on your path doing whatever you want to, people are gonna be there talking shit about you. People are always gonna be there talking shit about you each and every single time. So understand that. You don't have to fucking go ahead, try to please everyone. Please, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, I should not do that. That's fucking beta. Be a fucking alpha. Lead. And as my friend, a very good friend of mine said, Ratesh Pandey, he says, if you are a man, you have a dick. And if you're a dick, you need to be a provider. You need to lead. And I sounded like a Irish fella, so it's okay. Humor is important, fella. Any fucking ways. You know this. It's been going on since 31st of December. You can check out the previous video over there. But yeah, this is Ron Unfiltered, Mr. Ron fucking Phillips for you guys. I'd like to tell you one more thing. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. If you're a writer, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, create something which you believe in and run up to the flagpole and see who salutes. Because I am fortunate enough to be around people who are winners. I myself, if you would have looked at me 3 years back, I was a sore loser. After I came back from Mumbai, I was under the impression that everything's done for me because I had some altercation with the people in the colleges and I was about to beat up the faculty over there. So I had to come back and all that shit. It was downward spiral for me. 2015, 2016 was complete downward spiral for me, but I got back up, went on for my IELTS classes, met this beautiful lady who was unfortunately on the verge of getting a divorce and all that stuff, but it didn't happen. Blah 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 bullshit. She broke my heart majorly. She went back. All that shit. It doesn't count. But that point of time, there was a hate inside me, and I did something which I could. I'm not. But on the bright side, if you reverse engineer it, I learned many few things. Like I don't like the notion of 9 to 5 or anything like that. But just to prove her wrong, I did that as well for a year or so. I was not liking it, but somehow down the line, 3 to 4 months down the line, I reversed engineered that shit and I understood many things going on if you want to run a company and all that stuff. Anything from A to Z, all kind of finances are there and all that stuff. I know it pretty much boring, but fuck it. That was about it. Learned and learned and learned and learned and learned, but I forgot one thing while in the endeavor of doing that. I was still pretty much angry on everything, on everyone. So one thing happened. Some or the other way, I had, what do you say? I look in a metaphorical way. I looked in myself in the mirror, and in a literal form of way as well. I looked in myself in the mirror. I found out I was fucking losing my glow. I was not the man I was anymore. So I wrote this letter. Letter. I wrote an email to the one of the best person I No. And it was according to me as well. I cannot say according to me with that Peter. I know he's the one of the best persons ever. The CEO of RAN Technologies where I worked, which was Mr. Dilip Patel, and I wrote an email telling him that I have my own venture and I want to go ahead and do that, and I wanted his blessings and all this stuff. I came on forward like a man, and at that point of time, I came to knew that as much as you hide it, it only makes the problem worse. You have to be straight up, straightforward, be brutally honest on whatever you think, what is your thought process, anything there is, and tell them. So if you tell them, you would understand. I mean, like, they'll respect you more for being a man and to come out and to tell what you feel about whatever that is going on inside your head. So I urge all of you to do the same. I urge all of you to do the same. Don't fucking wait for anything. You know, never wait for anything. Just do you, be yourself. You know, what else I can say? I did many things bad, out of anger, out of hate. Hurt many people. I was wrong many times, but I was right also most of the times. And people thought that I was wrong at that time as well, but I didn't give a flying fuck. You have to be like that. You have to be hard as a rock. No judgment should affect you. Criticism is good, you should take and you should apply in whatever you're doing, in your artistic ways, in your abilities, whatever the fuck that is. And at the same time, you have to be like water. You have to make your own way. If there is one obstacle here, don't be like rock at that point of time. You have to be like water. You have to go under or above or be behind that. In the judgments, be like rock. Nothing should affect you. But in the life, whatever you want to do, if you stop there, don't stop there. Be like water. Go above that, from the side, behind that, from the down, from the top. You know, right? Everyone know how to have sex. So it's just like that. So yeah, rock and roll. And Joel lost his voice. I also, you can see my voice. There is more bass. There is no gravel inside my voice. There is a little bit gravel when I speak with in my normal voice. But I think this is kind of sexy. So if I was to meet you, and if I was to tell you hi, let's go out on a date, what would happen? Let me know. Cheers, babe.
Oh, blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Show me where.